Mate. Your opinion on supplementing glycine to boost glutathione production and prevent negative effects from overconsumption of methionine. Overconsumption of methionine is not a problem. If you go and check out my video on methylation, the one that I actually did about homocysteine, go and check the homocysteine one. You'll see that they're already actually infusing methionine in there, and the homocysteine wasn't going up. There is a methionine cycle, and it's, so it's a non-issue in that regard. And, while glycine is an element to help with glutathione, there are other things. Selenium is important as well for glutathione, and a number of other micronutrients. So yes, you can take additional supplementation, but it doesn't mean the body has certain thresholds. Yes, you may be able to push the threshold slightly higher. It's a bit cholesterol. If you get a lot of cholesterol, you'll be the top of the normal range. If you don't, you'll be at the minimal levels, at much lower levels. And that's just the way it is. And it's like with anything. The body, anything that it can synthesize. So cholesterol's one. Other thing is certain proteins. So if you have minimal amounts of protein intake, it still can synthesize those things, but it will be at a much lower threshold. And there'll be over time a certain low-grade deficiency that will creep in. But if you basically, in that case, protein deficiency, it can be a micronutrient deficiency, it can be a glutathione deficiency, but all these things will be dependent on the stuff you put in. So you don't give the body enough to be able to create these things. Yeah, but you don't necessarily need to supplement. There's plenty of glycine in animal flesh. So if you eat enough animal flesh and you keep your insulin at that lower insulin to glucagon ratio, 1.3, 1.5 at most, you will still have the upregulation of intracellular antioxidants like glutathione, catalase, and superoxide dismutase. You can eat as much glycine as you like. If you're engaging the Randall cycle, pushing up, inflammatory markers, what happens, it'll put glutathione in the toilet, and glycine will do very little other than create a whole lot of oxalate for you. So you've got to be very, very careful in that regard. Single nutrients, because that's where reductionism comes in the thinking, and that is a reductionist thought you just had there, Georgios.